Hey y'all, welcome back to Kicking It with K Rob. It is your host K Rob, and y'all, it's been a long time. I'm a little nervous, but we're here. We're gonna do it live. That is, I've been dropping episodes, but we're going to do a live. And today we have a special guest. We have Lucas in the building. Give it up. And today we're gonna be talking about, a little touchy subject, depending on how you look at it. To me. Okay, anyways, the subject for tonight is forgiveness. Okay? So, Luke, my first question is, what does forgiveness look like to you?
Um, Forgiveness for me is just pretty much. I look at forgiveness and like kind of like showing people grace the same. Most of the time, I realize that forgiveness is not really for the other person, more so for me, because I'm not really giving situations the energy that kind of drags me down. So I think it's for me it came with maturity. Just looking at certain situations and not wanting it to get the best of me. So that's pretty much.
Mm. I feel like forgiveness to me just means like not giving someone who I couldn't forgive like the time of day per se, like I probably would have
Mhm.
before, just being cordial, like, hey, how you doing? That's it. I don't know. And sometimes you can move on from situations and forgive and be back in good grace, like you said, with that certain person. So I guess that's forgiveness.
I
We
mean, yeah,
all
you
can.
you you can actually forgive somebody and not. You don't even have to be
You
cordial.
don't.
You don't. Forgiveness doesn't mean we have to talk again. Like I
Mm.
said, forgiveness just means like, for me, like I pretty much know I forgave somebody when I don't have any like ill intent toward them. Um, I don't wish any harm to them, any bad, but it's just pretty mellow. It's peaceful.
Are you in a process of forgiving somebody right now?
Um, yeah, yeah. Forgiving, like the smallest things kind of set me off. So I pretty much feel like I gotta forgive somebody every day. Cause
Oh,
I ain't
really?
gonna lie, no matter how small something is, like, cause in my eyes, a lot of people know what they be doing at this point. So it's like a lot of things like that some people might take lightly or some people might not notice. I pick up on. So it's just like I have to self-reflect a lot, show grace a lot. I try to. My mom taught me that, and yeah, it's
What's something that like a lot of people like overlook, but you just can't overlook it?
um. I don't know. I guess people showing up, even small things like people showing up for you, uh, even if you don't want to reach out and specifically ask for like maybe like support or just help. Some stuff you feel like you shouldn't have to do, and I mean everybody don't think the same. So for me, it's just like dang, like I shouldn't have to ask for certain things, but when you don't show up for me, it kind of make me feel a certain way, and I have to kind of self reflect because I know sometimes like you got to think maybe that person ain't even thinking the same way you are. Maybe they are. I feel like a lot of times people are, but people don't get called out enough. Like they need to bring shame back. Like making people feel shameful for what they be doing to people. But I mean, it's just little things like that. Like, and that's just like a simple thing. That's not even actually somebody doing something directly to me, but it could just be on such a small scale and then brought into a larger scale for me.
Mm. So you okay. I get it. I get it. So for me, I don't think I'm in the process of forgiving somebody. I could have been had we talked about something like a situation, but nobody wants to talk about it. So I'm not in the process of forgiving because y'all don't want to talk. I'm not gonna forgive. They probably don't
So,
care.
so for
It's a
you, I
family
got
issue. It's a family issue. They probably don't care, and that's cool. But like, it is what it is. I'm not going. I don't. You know how people like, oh, I forgive you, even though you haven't said I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm not. I'm not
So let me ask you
like.
this: like, is that and you probably will get into this later, but up until you forgive somebody, are you holding a grudge up to that point, or is
No,
it just
I'm
like it's
just
just
not fucking with them.
got you?
Is there a difference?
Um, I don't not fucking. It depends. If you still doing spiteful things, or like when you think about them, like bad thoughts are still formulating. Like
yes, yeah. I would say bad thoughts are still like in my head, but I don't wish them no ill intent. I wish them what they deserve.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But that's it. So
I feel like
it
might not be a little truth in there.
I don't think I'm holding
you might be capping a little bit.
And that was my next question. Are you holding a grudge against somebody right now?
Nah, I don't hold grudges. Like I taught myself that at a young age. I don't like holding grudges. It takes too much. Like I said at the beginning, it takes too much because a lot of times you got to think when you holding a grudge, the person you holding a grudge towards, either they probably don't give a fuck. They probably don't know you mad. I don't know if I'm cussing on here.
That's okay.
But
I curse. That's okay.
They probably you holding a grudge, so that just takes too much out of you, and the other person don't feel like nothing out of it unless you go out of your way to tell them, oh, I'm holding a grudge, or I don't like it just takes too much. I don't like grudges.
So if you got a problem with somebody, you're gonna let them know what the problem is.
Yeah, for the most part, because I feel like I'm good at letting things roll off if it ain't that big. So if I actually have a problem, then that means you probably did something to me. So yeah.
When was the last time you forgave somebody?
No, hold on now. You ain't say nothing about your grudges. Hold on.
What about my grudges?
You be holding grudges?
Okay. So wait, what's your question? Am I
like how you asked me?
holding a grudge?
Yeah. Do you hold grudges against people, or do you just?
I don't know. What's the difference between holding a grudge and not liking somebody, not fucking with, or not talking to? Like, I don't really.
So for me, I probably have to go on Google and look at some point. But for me, I feel like a grudge is. Like, okay, after somebody did you a certain type of way, like basically you haven't forgave them. You haven't forgave them, and you still holding on to something inside. It's something holding you back on the situation.
Oh well, like, in that case, yeah. If that's what that definition is, yeah, okay. So let me look it up. It says a persistent feeling of ill will or resentment resulting from a past insult or injury.
I'm pretty good. I ain't gonna cap. I didn't even know that was like the legit definition. But yeah, like basically somebody that did something to you and you feeling it still, and you just holding on to it, like you ain't let it go. Like,
oh, well then, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you gotta let that hurt go, man. You can't be walking around like that.
It's not hurt. It's just I don't fuck with them no more. I don't like what they did. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I mean, like I said, they're my. In this situation, they're related to me. God bless them. I wish them what they deserve. But I'm open to talking about it. So I'm not that,
You ain't just like you ain't dealing with it. Okay, that's good. Have you initiated the conversation though, or you just wait until
I tried.
Not to get too okay. Well, you good then.
I tried, but we had certain people run away from conversation. So after you run away, after I tried to like make amends or make things right or have conversation and you don't want to talk about it, I'm not going to kiss your ass about it.
No, never. You're not doing that.
So
yeah.
After that, it was just like, okay, it is what it is. I still don't really fuck with you, but like, if you ever want to talk, maybe one day, if God put it on my chest, we can talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So it is what it is. When was the last time you forgave somebody?
Last time I forgave somebody, probably like 2 weeks ago. And sometimes it's like sometimes the discussion don't need to be had about like why I might be forgiving that person. Like sometimes I do it behind the door, like behind closed doors, like not even to them, just saying it with myself, because some people don't even be knowing they got me fucked up sometimes. And sometimes I don't even feel the need to address it. I ain't gonna lie. Like in order for me to continue on, like maybe a friendship or just anything, like if I feel like it's just something I can't get past, that's more so when I speak up on things. Because I realize a lot of times, a lot of conversations don't really need to be had. Like some things you can solve on your own. And I think that conversation that people have sometimes, it kind of only complicates things. Because if you can solve it on your own and you take it to somebody else, they might not want to come to a solution, and now y'all just have an ongoing problem when you could have just stepped back, took a deep breath, realize things for what it was, and maybe you have to go about that friendship in a different way. But
That's true. I never really thought about people not wanting to resolve anything. I mean, like, I know people are like that, but
even if it's not them per se, like not wanting to resolve it, like you don't think the same as everybody, and everybody don't think like
right.
you. So even the problem you bring to them might not be a problem. And imagine if you bring the problem to them and they say, I don't think it's that deep, or things like that. Then y'all got another problem on y'all hands. So it's just like if you can handle it on your own, that's what I do sometimes. Not always.
But then that's how like resentment go. I feel like that's how resentment starts to build up when you just keep taking.
But that's what I'm saying though. It gets to a point where it's okay if you got stuff building up, you're not supposed to let it build up. Like if it's something that's just bothering you, I'm not saying just tuck it. Like, but if it's something that you just like, I can get over that. I don't even feel the need to address it.
What was the situation? Oh, you can give a little bit if you want to.
I feel like some people, just to keep it like not so personal. Sometimes people just overstep. I feel like you have some people that you let that your boundaries go further with other people, some people than others. So I feel like when it's just like you ever had a situation where you might play with somebody a certain way, and then somebody walk up to you thinking they can play the same way.
I don't play with
you be like, nigga, I don't even know you like that. Like, like it's cool when they do it, and it ain't cool when you do it. Like, yeah. So I feel like just things like that, or just people just crossing the line, like taking things further than they should. So.
Yeah, definitely understand that. Overstepping boundaries and people not knowing their place.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Is there someone or a situation that you would never forgive?
No. I found a way so far. I mean, shit, I change every day. I ain't gonna lie. Whether it's for the positive, it's for the better or for the worse. Some days I'll be like, fuck it. But I feel like so far, shit, I forgave everybody. I think the hardest person to forgive probably would be like, and not to get too personal, we don't gotta dive into it, but like probably my dad. Like we don't have a relationship, but I think I'm getting to the point where I can kind of forgive him for being absent. So that probably has been my toughest, like overall, like day-to-day situations. Like people do stuff like, nah, I've learned to, like, if something happens in a friendship ends or something out of my control, I've learned to let people go. That's not really that hard for me. It hurts a little, but it ain't that hard. But it just be the bigger picture, like behind closed doors. I found a way to forgive everybody so far. And that don't mean we still all cool. I don't keep all my friendships. I'm good at cutting people off, but I like my peace too. So
that's real. Let me think about this question. Is there someone that I'll never forgive? Yes, but it's not like a situation to me personally. Yeah, but I just feel like some people don't deserve forgiveness.
Yeah, forgiveness is really for me though, because I don't want to crash out. Because I don't know. Like I said, holding grudges and just having ill will towards somebody. Like if I feel a certain way towards somebody and I'm having a bad day, it's probably amplified. It ain't no telling what I might want to do. So.
But like I said, it's not something that somebody did to me. It's just I just don't believe everybody deserves forgiveness. One of those type of situations. There are horrible people in this world. So yeah.
They really are. Yeah, I actually agree with that. See how I can flip flop. Now that I think about it, some shit I really can't. But nah, like the saying, they be like, I forgive, but I never forget. I think that's very accurate. I'm forgiving it. I'm forgiving you because I don't want to get at the time of day, but I'll never forget, and I'll never. Like I said, that don't mean I'm cordial with you. That don't mean I speak to you. Like that don't mean I still want to do something to you. To be honest, but because it's just like I'll never forget, like how you might have made me feel, how you treated me, what you did to me. Like people still gotta pay for their wrongdoings.
They do. Is there like an action that is unforgivable to you? Like somebody does something there's something that somebody has done or might do to you that you just cannot forgive?
Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, but I wouldn't even say to me per se, like, if you do something to somebody I love, like, closely,
Mhm.
I probably won't forgive you. I'll probably forgive you faster if you did something to me rather than you hurt somebody that I'm close to,
Same,
which is
same.
crazy. But I mean, to me personally, the
I don't know why is it like that, because I feel like for me personally, like if somebody say something to me, and I don't realize that they being smart or like trying to be smart with me, I have like a delayed response to people. I'm not gonna lie, I really do.
my
And or even
responses,
action wise, huh?
my responses used to be like this, like real quick. Sometimes I be responding to stuff too fast, and somebody be like, "Damn, I was just playing," but it's just like I be back to the part of like, "Why you playing with me like that?" Like, and I'm a playful person, so if I feel like you actually doing too much, like some people be copping please, and they be like, "I was just playing." They weren't just playing, but they thought you was somebody they could play with. That's what it really be. So.
Yeah, I feel like there is certain things. What about cheating? Could you forgive somebody who like cheated on you?
Um, probably eventually. It'll take a while, but I feel like that just goes back to say like there probably won't ever be a friendship there. Like you probably won't never gotta speak. Like I never have respect for you. Like and that's with me knowing that people can grow and not I don't want nothing to do with that. Like that's cool. I hope you do what you gotta do. Or I really hope something bad probably happened to you to teach you a lesson, but shit.
Yeah, I don't know. When people ask, "Can you forgive somebody who cheated on you?" I
Now,
personally don't.
when you say forgive, like, are you saying like forgive them and like continue like the relationship, or are you just saying like in general, like just a broad perspective of forgiveness? Like you're not mad with them, because I need to know. Because if you saying like continue the relationship, it ain't no way in hell I can do that. I ain't
Okay,
gonna lie.
but
I
you
would
could
never.
forgive them, so y'all could break up, and let's just say 6 months later, you would think you'd be over what they did.
Nah, 6 months too soon. Because if I ain't gonna lie, like six months is way too soon. I ain't gonna lie, I need like 2 years. I need like I need like a year and a half or two to even like say hello, like anything. Like no, I really don't like that shit. Some shit just be hurting, man. I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't really want to fake it. Like if you hurt my feelings, I can't really fake it with you.
But
Yeah.
so is that like holding a grudge for 2 years though,
Nah,
technically?
cause I mean it's just like I'm gonna be clear. Like I don't want to like talk to you. Like eventually maybe we can get back to that point of high and by, but for the time being, I'm letting you know where I'm at. So I ain't saying like, oh bitch, I hope you die or anything like that. Like that shit. And if I do say that, I probably don't mean it. It's just the heat of the moment.
Now, see, if you said that, I don't know if I can forget that. See, something like, bitch.
But I'm saying, say if you done cheated on me, and I just say, I hope you die. What's worse?
You know they say it's power within the tongue,
It
so
is, but we say bad shit every day. I ain't gonna cap. If we and sometimes I feel like if you cheat on me and I say, bitch, I hope you die, and you say like some shit like, wow, that's crazy, you really gonna like, you might make me even more mad because we not finna even try to flip it like I
okay.
did something bad.
Okay,
Like
we're not gonna flip it, but saying I hope you die is crazy.
that's just an extreme. I don't know if you really hurt my feelings, I might say anything.
You're right, because you know what? Let me
I'm
not act. Let me not.
about to say, come on now, like we not gonna sit here and act like when somebody play with your
Yeah,
feelings, you damn near you might
you're
crash
right.
out. I don't know.
For sure. I have definitely thought of some evil
We getting
things.
older, bro. We ain't really got that many more feelings to waste, bro.
You're right. I have definitely thought of some malicious things in my head to do to people.
Yeah,
So,
you going? That's worse. You
but I
probably
didn't do it though.
you
That's
probably think
different.
about tying somebody up and shit. All that crazy. Nah.
I would tie somebody up. I say it was a thought. I ain't did nothing like that before. Yeah. Hopefully I don't
You
have
talking
to.
about yet?
Hopefully I
Man,
don't have to. It ain't nothing like that. But
I
when
hope
people
not.
always ask, like, can you forgive cheating? First of all, I'm not gonna get on this internet and say what I will and what I do, just in case a nigga is watching, because then you're gonna think I'm playing with me. But I'm very neutral on that.
Well, I mean, when you say stuff like that, a nigga might think you going for anything. So
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. Like, it's a no. Like, I couldn't say yes and still crash out on you and never talk to you, and then also be burying your, like, digging a hole 6 feet. Like,
so you trying to be mysterious.
no.
I
just don't think, first of all,
you
she
want some
didn't
shit.
say
You want some shit like, nigga, you don't know if I'm gonna pop your tires or not. You just trying to keep it broad, like, nigga, you don't know what I'm gonna do. I might be cool, I might crash out. That's the vibe you giving.
That's because it is true. I might leave in the middle of the night, or I might, because I don't know. Like, I've honestly never brought to that point of anger when it comes to, like, a guy before, so I don't know. I don't know. I could just wake up and leave and not say nothing, not do nothing. I don't know. I just don't think it's not a good idea to test it. Like, why, you know?
But you know, some people hear stuff like that and they be like, well, shit, let me test it out and see what she really is gonna do. Like, some people.
And I feel like that's a risk they're willing to take.
Yeah, until they go too far.
Look,
I'm
both
of y'all fucked up
in jail, so I can tell you that now.
Yeah,
I don't really.
I ain't gonna do good.
No, so I wouldn't do nothing that far. But me and my dad, we always talk about, like, how come guys, like, do things to girls and they get mad when they, like, retaliate and call the police.
I feel like that's an easy conversation for y'all to have, but y'all ain't gonna talk. Girls do bad stuff to guys too, terrible things. So we can tread lightly on that conversation, because you on one side of the spectrum, and you said you never really been just played with like that by a guy. I done been played with by
No, I didn't say play. I did not say I never been played with like that. I'm saying I've never been angry to get to the point of crashing out.
Shit, I have.
So, because I can't. Listen. We're not here to tell the tales today.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
But I don't know. I had talked about this before. I do believe in retaliating physically. Let me see how to word this. I do believe in retaliating physically and damaging property if I have been played with. I do believe in, or somebody to play with. I do believe in it because let me tell you, I'm not saying I'm not gonna put my hands on you. I don't believe in.
You gonna break my game system? Cut my shoes up and shit?
I believe in doing that because why play with
me? That's insane.
Because like you said, cheating. Like,
but I'm saying I can't sit here and cheating is terrible. Cheating is terrible.
That's what I'm talking about. In a situation like that, cheating, putting your hands on somebody, like abusive or manipulation type situations, I do believe in damaging people's property. So when people say, "Oh, I busted out his windows because he got somebody else pregnant," that's worth it to me. Because I feel like just because it's emotional and mental abuse, because that's what cheating is, it gets overlooked a lot. So, like, that's not cool. I don't think
it has a bad effect on you, like, long term. Like, it messes up a lot, and it takes a lot to recover from that. So.
But it ain't nothing. It's like $400 to get your windows fixed, $800 for your tires. That's nothing compared to.
If I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to work, and I go outside, and my windows busted out, bro, I'm not thinking about that healing process for a year or two from cheating. I'm mad as fuck right then. So that's like, I'm not excusing cheating, but you're not dealing with all that hurt at once when somebody cheat on you. My feelings hurt right then and there when my windows busted out.
Okay, I get it. You're mad. Go take a walk. Go call your friend.
Nah.
Put air in the tire. Do something. But you have to understand that it was worth it. Like, how do y'all not understand that it was worth it?
I'm not going. And I'm not saying, I mean, as a man, I feel like I ain't gonna say no man doing that, because I know some crazy men too. Like, they'll pop your tires and shit like that too. But
I know a guy who put water in a girl's tank before.
Yeah, people do crazy stuff like that. Well, I mean, like you said, I feel like it's kind of justified, because people, I don't know. I got mixed emotions towards the damaging property thing, but sometimes I just be chilling, like, bro, if they just cheat on you, just leave. When I know, in all honesty, it's not that simple.
Exactly. you know you will crash out, or you will feel away if somebody cheats on you. You know this for a fact.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna feel it. I'm gonna be hurt. Shit, I might cry. I ain't gonna lie. It depends. But shit, at the same time, I would get more enjoyment of getting my sister to beat somebody up.
But that's physical. Regardless.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna damage no property though, or nothing like that.
But what can a girl do to a guy? Have my daddy beat you up, my brother, when I can just
shit
do it
like
myself?
that. Shit like that get tricky because I really don't want nobody to go beat nobody. It be scary because if I send somebody to beat you up and they get beat up, then I feel even worse.
Exactly. So, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's tricky.
It's just, to me, I look at it like as something that's financially could be replaced.
Let's not cheat.
That's it. Let's just not cheat.
We think about ways around it and what's good and what's bad. Let's just not cheat. Everybody, let's just not cheat because we don't even want to take it to none of them measures for real.
But that's what I'm saying. But I just feel like, you know, people get cheated on, so and forgiveness,
it'll never end.
And a lot of people are like, well, how come our relationships don't last like our grandparents' relationship do? Because your granny forgave your granddaddy 50 times for cheating.
That's I'm about to say, I hate when people act like. I hate when people act like they see a couple married for like 40 years. And I'm not saying all of them that got cheated on or whatever. Some of them be good. But I'm like, bro, you got to understand, like, back in the day, like, for one, it wasn't so many outlets to cheat with. Like,
you said it wasn't?
No.
Okay. It wasn't, social media wasn't a thing. But you know they went across the street, down the road, up the street.
I'm saying, yeah, but that was that. Like, you ain't got to worry about nobody Snapchatting your significant other at 2 o'clock.
But you know what the women had to worry about? Their child bringing home their sibling thinking it's their friend.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking like more on a temptation aspect, okay. or just a like not having that many people in your business aspect. Like back in the day, nigga could probably cheat in peace. Like how these days, people might grab a phone and take a picture of somebody out cheating. Back in the day, they ain't had no phones. Like it's your word versus mine. You see me out with another girl, you tell my girl, she'll be like, nah, she lying. And there's no way for you to tell.
That's true.
So it's certain things like that. Niggas be acting like back in the day, like I ain't gonna lie, like the conversation people be like, oh, I'm born in the wrong generation. Y'all don't know. Like shit like that. I'll be like, man, please shut the fuck up. Cause
you gonna tell me to shut the fuck up? Because I believe that.
But I feel like for you, you give me more vibes of like, cause I understand you like older music and things like that. But I don't think you would go to like an extreme measure. People act like people wasn't getting cheated on back then.
No.
Like, come on, bro. Let's be realistic. Niggas' granddaddies was bona fide cheaters. And shit, that
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Exactly. Somebody was getting cheated on. Shit. I just don't like. I don't know. Topics like that, I'd be like, man, hell nah. Like, and then I'd be thinking like, this off topic, but I'm like, bro, you really want to go back then, nigga? We got Apple Pay. You want to go back then, nigga? You had to go cash a check and shit. Like I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was having a conversation. This is definitely off topic, but it's okay. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and like, technology scares me. I'm scared of technology. I'm not gonna hold you. Like it scares me. Like
as cool as I would be going back in the day with no technology, I ain't gonna cap like that shit don't help. Like sometimes like if I'm in a big circle and everybody trying to think of the answer to a question, I'll be like, bro, we tripping. Like I have to look that shit up. Like back in the day, niggas couldn't look that shit up. Like I don't know. And back when niggas had to print out maps and shit to go on road trips.
Okay, yeah,
I'm cool. Like, it's so these days, but keep me where I'm at. I ain't gonna lie. Keep me where I'm at, cause I mean, if I had to go back and remember shit like this, I'm gonna miss it. I ain't gonna lie.
I wish I had a time machine just to experience it for a little bit. Yeah. Then if I don't like it, I could come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and try to get rich though. I'm gonna take like some crazy shit from the future and invent it back in the day. But we can get back on topic.
I was gonna ask you a question. Okay. So did you answer the question? Was something that's unforgivable to you? But I think your answer was not to you per se, or
not really to me. Yeah, mm-hmm. I'll be more hurt. Like I'll be more mad. Like, and I'm still kind of learning this. Like when you do something to somebody I love for real, and I gotta stop myself from being mad for them. I still be looking at people with the side eye because I know you did somebody I'm close to wrong. So to me, I can't really think of much. I mean, unless you like hurt, like it just falls into the same category. You hurt somebody I'm close to, kill somebody I'm close to, stuff like that. It's just unforgivable.
You know how they still like to keep people out of your relationship business like that? I feel like with me and my friends, like if they tell me something that their nigga did or like their girlfriend did or something like that, I'm the type to not take it to chest. Like if he didn't put his hands on you, cheat on you, or like nothing like that, we good.
I mean, yeah, just an everyday argument you might tell me about, I'm cool with it. But if they do some foul shit, like you said, put their hands on you or some shit like that, and you decide you still gonna mess with them, you better off not even telling me because I'm side-eyeing the whole
time. Like, what's tea?
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a situation where you didn't think you could forgive someone you did?
Yeah, a lot of the times it be tests. Somebody do some crazy shit to me, I be probably thinking I'm never gonna get over it. Like I'm gonna be stuck in that phase forever. Like I might feel like a feeling of hatred towards them at the moment, depending on how foul it is. But over time, it just happens because I never just sit there and wanna hate nobody or wanna just be like, I don't know. I'm a big people person, kind of like I like to think how other people think. Like put myself in other people's shoes, look at different perspectives, or maybe why somebody did something, what they was thinking about when they did it. Some shit I just never understand, and I'm cool with that too. But I pretty much can get over anything, and I've forgiven everybody up to this date. I feel like yeah. So we good so far.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it.
You said you don't want to jinx it. What you mean?
I don't want to jinx it, like saying I've forgiven everybody so far, and then some crazy shit happened where it's like, okay, curveball. Let's see if you could forgive them for this, and some fucked up shit happened to me. I don't want that to happen. So,
okay. What was the situation where you didn't think you was gonna forgive somebody? Besides your dad, like
I was about to say that's probably the biggest one. I really didn't think I'd ever get over that, but other than that, I don't know, like relationships gone bad, like shit like that. Because I love deeply and hard. So like, if shit don't work out, and I know I did everything I could, shit, I damn near hate the other person at first. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm like, damn, that was like the younger me though. Now, I mean, I still be hurt, but I won't be like ready to crash or just have ill intent towards somebody for real. Cause I mean, like I said, I'm cool with people like shit coming to an end now. Everybody ain't gonna be around forever. I've learned to let people out of the car. I don't keep unnecessary passengers anymore.
I like that. Stop. Pull over.
Yeah, for sure. You done miss somebody. You done pass somebody's house. They still around with you. You supposed to be going somewhere else, and they ain't even gonna ask you like, "Hey, where you going?" Or "You missed my turn." They just stay there, keep taking away from you. Shit, I learned. Reroute that motherfucker and drop them right off.
Some people were never meant to be with you the whole time.
Yeah, but a lot of the times I believe we tell ourselves false narratives or make ourselves believe certain things to keep people around. But if you actually look, the signs for somebody that's not supposed to be around are there from the very beginning. Some people just don't want to see it, and they probably enjoy that company so much that they not gonna want to let that person go. But the proof is there the whole time. Some people should have never been there, and once you continue to overlook it, it'll get to a point. I don't want to get into religion or nothing, but it'll get to a point where it's like things will continue to happen until you realize, like, okay, or sometimes you'll even just be stuck in a certain spot in life, and you won't be able to move forward until you let some people go. And that's one of the hardest things too, because sometimes the people that may not even do anything to you, but they can't go where you're supposed to go. So
that's true.
A lot that goes into that.
That is true. Damn. Okay, Luke, what the word? Okay. Yeah. That was good. Was there a situation where I didn't think I could forgive someone, but I did? Yeah, I would say so. Friendship wise, I actually forgave somebody this year. And then also when it comes to guys lying, because I'm a really I would say, I'm not gonna say pet peeve because it's beyond a pet peeve, but my biggest ick, or I don't know what's the word, but my biggest issue with people in general is lying. And I never thought I could forgive a liar, but here we are. And yeah, so I forgave. And it's like, okay, we're cool. We're cool. Don't know why you did it. We were young, but it's cool. It's cool. But I forgave one nigga for lying, but I never forgave the other. I mean, now I have, but like time frame wise, I didn't.
Yeah. Was one?
So,
So let me ask. In that situation, we don't got to get into it, but I just want to know, like, was the first one you forgave? Was he the first one, or did you not forgive the first one and then you forgave the second one? Like, what order was it in?
Okay, so the first one I just blocked. Like once I found out he lied, because with that situation, I kept asking him like, "Is this a situation?" And he kept lying.
Mm-hmm.
So when he finally admitted it, I was like, "I don't care. I don't care about anything else at this point. Like you lied up until this point. It don't matter." And then with the second one, it was more so like we never really had a conversation about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lie. Like it was not really a conversation per se about it. It was just like, okay, I guess
that makes sense.
But
yeah, I another situation. I feel like I'm not gonna get into it, but like even forgiving friends, like I think that's hard for me as well. Sometimes I still do it, but it was a situation, pretty recent. I had to forgive somebody that I had the friendship ended, and I didn't know if I was gonna be able to forgive them or not because I look like I don't just call anybody my friend, much less like a brother. And the situation kind of went left, and I feel like sometimes I think I spoke on it kind of in the beginning, but sometimes like people don't even give you the benefit of the doubt as your friend, or just even take the time to look at things from your perspective as a friend. And it was a time I ain't gonna lie where they kind of understood at a point when they were wrong and they tried to apologize for it, but I still couldn't go back to the friendship. So I had to let it go. But I forgave them. I still think about it sometimes because it's like, now, of course that was your friend. Of course you still gonna think about it, but I don't know, man. And it just forgiveness is hard. I ain't gonna lie.
It is very
and it's
hard.
It's a process for sure because I might be cool with it today. I'll be like, man, I'm cool. And tomorrow I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, they really did that. And I got to forgive you all over again. Like,
so you think your process of forgiveness starts over, like, once you bring it back up and get mad about it?
It can kind of, I think, and not even start. It doesn't start over. I think it's just like some days, certain relationships or friendships might just hit harder on some days than others. And it's like, you kind of have to, depending on the depth of the relationship, you kind of gotta forgive somebody over and over. Like when you think about it, like you don't want to revert back to what it was. You don't want to go back. Like, and like I said, some days you might just be having a bad day, and certain things just start replaying in your head, and you just gotta remember, like, oh, I'm past that, or I forgave that person. Because sometimes something might trigger you, and you start thinking about everybody that done had you fucked up. I know I do a lot. So.
Oh no, for sure. Once I get started talking about a situation, I go on and on and on and on, and then it's like, okay, but I don't. Yeah. Yeah, definitely friendships are definitely like is very sticky. Because I had a tumultuous relationship with a friend, and then like earlier this year, she called and apologized, and I was like very touched and moved by it. I was like, wow, like I didn't think I needed to hear that, but I did, and now we're cool. We're cool. I didn't think I was ever going to like feel the same about her, like in a good way again, but after she apologized, whatever, I felt like a lot better.
You just need a little time too. I feel like sometimes situations like that, I don't know the time period, but I feel like sometimes in that bridge between the situation and the apology, like you give yourself time, because sometimes if somebody apologizes right off the bat, you might not be ready to forgive them right then and there. And you might not want to move forward with the friendship right then and there.
That's true.
But it takes some self-reflecting and kind of asking yourself if the situation does present itself, and then it can work. But I feel like right off the bat, an apology ain't always good right off the bat.
No. Do you think it's important to ask people, like, do you need time? Or you think you should just automatically give them time?
Still, I wouldn't say, like, don't just ignore the situation and be like, oh, I'm going to just apologize in like 2 weeks. Now, you need to let them know that you fucked up right then and there. As a good friend, I would ask conversation is always needed. You can ask if they need time. Some people might not need no time because some bonds are just that deep, but other people might, and I'm pretty sure they could probably forgive you again, depending on who you're dealing with.
Do you think there's such thing as like too much time has passed for an apology?
Sure. For sure. If you give me too long, I might not even care about it no more. Like, I don't even want to go back to what we had or nothing. Like, especially don't let us fall out of my life and start getting good out of nowhere. You ain't never coming back. You ain't never coming back. I don't even care if it's something simple. Like, as soon as if we fall out, and in the next 2 weeks, like, don't let me get no new car or something. I'm gonna be like, oh, you was holding me back. So
that's how you look at it.
Life just start looking better after you leave. Yeah, you gone. You ain't coming back. I'm gonna feel like you was supposed to be gone. So God himself just showed me a sign. I mean, I ask for signs like that. So if I feel like I'm supposed to let you back in, I will. But if I ask for a sign and good stuff just start happening to me, oh, you're never coming back. Nah.
It's a wrap.
For sure. It's over.
We already answered this. We'll talk about this question about family because some people they say, "Oh, that's your mom. You gotta forgive her." I don't think so. I don't think family is excluded for forgiveness or holding a grudge. Like, just because you're my family, that does not mean I have to forgive you. I don't believe.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I think that gives certain family members that leeway of knowing, like, oh, I can get back in the door because we family, but some of them be kind of looking crazy when you're not going for that. And I think that's something that's kind of getting practiced now that wasn't practiced before.
Yep.
Like back in the day, like when we was growing up, like that was the standard. Like that's your family. You don't go against them for nothing. Like no matter what, y'all can figure it out. But nah, I don't believe in that. Like I said, just because you're my family, I probably still wish you the best, but I don't have to mess with you just because.
Okay, but why do you wish people the best? That's another thing. Because I wish people what they deserve.
Which is good.
What do you mean by wish them the best?
Which is a good thing. I don't know. Just because you might have, just because something happened between me and you doesn't automatically label somebody a bad person. And I understand why. Like I said, I try to look at stuff from people's perspective. So if I can kind of understand but not agree with why you did something, I still wish you the best. But that don't mean I have to be with you. I just don't wish nothing bad for you.
I don't know. I just feel like if somebody did me bad, I just feel like kind of the world should hate them.
It's for me. I'm not, because I don't even, wishing people what they deserve is like very good. I actually like that. But for me, it's just like, shit, I just try to give out good. I don't really want no bad energy coming from me. Like,
neither. That's why you say you wish them what they deserve, and what if they deserve? That's up to God or whoever you believe in to, move on how they move on in life. But I feel like people say, "I wish you the best."
Sometimes you don't wish people the best. That's true. Not everybody that does something to me, I be like, shit, I wish you the best. Yeah, nah. Because I wish my friends, your feelings hurt, shit, you can wish them the worst. Like, but for certain people, like how we were talking about family, I ain't gonna lie. If it's my family, depending on what they did, because sometimes family have you fucked up, but it ain't nothing like too crazy. Sometimes it can be, but for me, it's just like I can still wish my family the best, but I'm not finna communicate with them. Like, I'm not finna talk to them, nothing like that. But say somebody cheat on me, I don't wish you the best. I don't even wish you what you deserve. I'm trying to grow from not wishing you the worst, because I'm getting.
So what's the difference between wishing them what they deserve and wishing them the worst? Like, what's in between?
I might want you to get done worse than what you actually deserve. If I'm really mad, I don't want you to just get what you deserve. Get a little extra. Like, add a little extra bad on top of there. Because some people just don't learn. Like, they're gonna keep doing people dirty. Like, bad stuff happening to them don't really make them like clean up their act. So maybe if I just sprinkle a little extra on there, that little extra might get them right. But I don't know. Like I said, people know what they be doing. They just do people like foul. Just think that's it. Nah, something bad gonna happen to you. But I don't really gotta wish no bad on people, because I know like how great of a person I am. Like, if you do me bad, best believe something bad gonna come your way, because it's just like you can't do good people bad and expect nothing to happen.
No, you can't. And that's why I just don't believe in people who do me bad. I don't believe that they are just good people. I feel like people who do me bad are bad people. I'm sorry. I don't.
That might not even be the case though. Like it might just be you and that they did you bad, but they do everybody else great. Does that mean they're a bad person?
Yes,
Nah,
yes, yes, yes,
I don't believe in that. I don't think so.
yes.
I think we all are villain in somebody's story. So I know I am for sure. And it's some stuff I haven't even done,
Me
but
too.
yeah, for
Okay,
sure. So I
different. That's me and that's them.
see,
I'm like that's different. That's
see,
different.
nah.
That's me and that's them. Like that's different. That's I got look, my resume checks out. You can ask everybody.
They resume
Well,
might
never
check
mind.
out too.
No. No. Because okay, so let me ask you, do you believe that someone can be a bad partner, husband, wife, or whatever, but still be a good parent?
For sure. For sure. Like
Okay, what about living in the same household?
like being
Like, let's say they're actively cheating, and let's just say the partner knows, and they have kids in the household. Do you still, and they're just like a good parent to the kids? Do you think they're a good parent still? Yeah. Okay.
they can be. I'm not saying they are, because at the end of the day, like if if your kid catch wind of what you're doing, they probably learn from you, which
Exactly.
is bad. But at the same time, somebody can be doing you dirty and like be treating their kid the best and like be the best parent in the world. Like it.
But my thing is how you treat your. I feel like. Let me see how to word this. I feel like if you, I feel like your kids are going to eventually know and pick up on it, like whether it's right then or later on. Therefore, like if let's just say I found out my dad cheated on my mom 10 years ago, I was like, what? My age out there, but like I was of age to understand what was going on. But throughout my whole childhood, I thought he was the best. And then like, but you were cheating on my mom the whole time. So how could you have been the best?
He could still be the best though. He could still be the best.
But you treat like that still affects the child. I feel like
it does, and I understand because I think it affects the child sometimes just because the love you have for your other parent, and you see them as probably like just an amazing person, and you looking at your dad or your mom, whoever might have did the cheating, not you, just generally speaking.
Or what about the physical abuse? Like you see your parents fighting,
No,
but they never
I don't
lay hands
believe.
on you.
I don't believe. I don't believe like if you put your hands on like if your dad put his hands on your mama, you just a bad person. Like,
But he never
put
his hands on his kids. He never whooped his kids though. And he was good.
I ain't saying you're a bad
kids.
parent.
He never missed practice. Like
I ain't saying you're a bad parent, but you're a horrible person. It's some people that are horrible people, but they take care of their kids. Like killers can take care of their kids. And they can be their kid. They can be their kid Superman or Superwoman, but they are horrible people. So I mean, it's just I think both of those can coexist. And I try to.
It's a thin line for me.
I feel like I don't know. As I get older, like of course not no abuse or nothing like that. Like as I get older though, and I date more, I go through life more. I understand like how I'm feeling some days, and then I put myself in like say my dad's shoes. Like not excusing anything he might have done, but it's just like shit. Sometimes the pressures from life, you can almost understand what might have made somebody act the way they acted, and shit. Like as a kid, you don't understand those things. You might just be hurt by them, but I feel like I don't know. I just don't like to treat nobody like I don't know. Like life ain't real. I guess. Like shit, we all gonna fuck up. Some people fuck up different, but some shit just be unexcusable for me. But other things I can understand more as I grow. Like fair relationships, like you done dated. So it's like shit, you never know what your parents' relationship entail or why it could have went left, what your mama could have did. Cause I done seen situations where people mamas be doing stuff, but the dad ended up looking like the bad guy because that's who you saw retaliate. So it's just like as I get older, I understand stuff like that could have happened, and that don't change the way I feel like towards like my mama could have did something to my dad, and that's why he acted how he acted. But I guess I should get a better understanding.
So yeah, that's the whole family and forgiveness thing. What do you think makes it easy or hard to forgive somebody?
How much you care about them. And how disrespected you feel? Like if it's your best friend and they know you in and out, and they do something to you, it'll hurt. It'll hurt trying to forgive them because like they knew better. People know what they be doing. It's just things like that, like the bond. Because if somebody you don't really care about do something to you, it might have you fucked up for a little bit, but it ain't gonna hurt as bad. You probably won't dwell on it that much. But somebody close to you, you kind of got to second guess. Like, damn, like you know me and you did me like that. Like you kind of know how certain things will affect certain people, and you still did it. And yeah.
I definitely think it's how much like disrespect was done, or whatever the situation may be. It definitely depends on how far they took it. I feel like how far they took it and how willing they are to accept what they did or said.
How accountable they can be for it. Like you're gonna do something and then not even bother to apologize or address what you did. Like that makes it even harder. Because I should have to address what you did, tell you where you went wrong, tell you how you could have fixed it, and then tell you, like, I shouldn't have to do the whole thing. Like,
Has somebody ever told you I forgive you without you even like saying I'm sorry? They ever like told you I forgive you and you didn't care if they forgave you or not? I'm just thinking about a situation. I'm just like, I really did not give a fuck. What? I don't care. I didn't care.
It's times where like I guess you could say yeah. Like somebody will be looking for it. I don't know. People will feel like I did something to them and I didn't. So maybe they're expecting an apology, but it's never gonna happen. They probably I'm big on I don't apologize for no reason no more. Cause sometimes I apologize even when I didn't do nothing. Just because I see somebody hurt, I don't really do that no more. Like I still address the situation, but I don't just give out fake apologies no more. I don't do that. We too grown. I don't really get into comforting people too much and babying people. I feel like you should handle your problems like an adult.
You said their problems what?
I think they should handle their problems like an adult. Like you I don't know. It's just sometimes it can be kind of childish, but then I'm like, okay, from their lens, it might have really hurt them. But if I ain't do nothing, I ain't do nothing. We can discuss how to move better next time if I even care that much. But I'm not gonna just say I'm sorry just to say I'm sorry. No.
So you have been on the receiving end of somebody like saying they forgive you, and you was like, I didn't care whether you forgave me or not.
Yeah, facts. It's just like appreciate it, but
yeah.
And I'm sure it's probably been the other way too. Like I'm sure it's probably been the other way too. Like, I'm probably a victim and a suspect.
It's crazy. Like I don't know if this made me sound like a bad person, but I can't think of too many times where I've apologized to people. I know that's bad.
Okay, LaPrada, swear you don't know how to apologize. You just be doing folks dirty and just go about your business. You don't say nothing.
No. The thing is, I don't think
You don't be out here just doing people bad. That's the thing. I try not to, but sometimes it's hard when you go through life and you might do somebody dirty on accident. And what I mean by that is, you might be put in somebody's life to teach them a lesson, and you ain't really going in their life to fuck them up. But if you realize something's not working, and you might have to I don't know, you might have to hurt some people sometimes. I'm learning that it's better to kind of, I guess, hurt people by letting them go, or just, I don't know, just being their lesson. I guess I don't really like doing that to people, but it's just like you hurting yourself in the long run. But sometimes you might just have to be the bad person. You might have to be put in a situation where you got to apologize, even if your intention wasn't to hurt nobody. And I think that's something I struggle with, because I really don't be wanting to hurt nobody. I ain't gonna lie, like I really don't like doing people dirty. I don't like feeling like I'm the villain in nobody's life. Like I know I won't be liked by everybody, but if it's somebody I care about, I'm not trying to hurt nobody for
real. Yeah, no, I'm really just thinking like
you just out here moving wild.
No, that's not the case. It's actually the opposite. Because I feel like, okay, for me, for example, if I feel like we don't fuck with each other, that's it. Like we're done. Like that's cool. You don't like me, I don't like you. What am I apologizing for?
I'm saying in a situation though, like you might have hurt somebody's feelings and you didn't notice.
if I don't know, then.
But then they address it, and you kind of like, are you kind of like?
That's never happened.
Hmm.
Not that I can think about. And if they did address it, it was still like, I think like it was, I don't know. The situation. Okay, so there was a situation with a friend or whatever. I guess she addressed it. This was years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care how she felt because I just feel like I was doing worse than how she was feeling. So I was like, I don't care about your feelings. Like I don't. So I'm not gonna apologize.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think there was like. And I mean, hey, if somebody watching this, they feel like I did some dirty, y'all can let me know, and I'll tell you.
You can have a DM full of people saying addressing problems that you done did.
I mean, hey, this is growth, right? But yeah, like no, that's cool. I'm not one above apologizing or accepting accountability because that's how you grow in life, and I'm not above growing. So if I need to say sorry to somebody and they feel like I did them wrong, well, and I feel like I equally did them wrong and it's worth an apology, I will give it. But if I don't, then I'm not going to.
Sometimes saying sorry, like I know how to apologize, but sometimes it just be so painful, especially when you kind of know it's the right thing to do, but at the same time you just like, dang, it's the right thing to do, but I just really don't feel like I did. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's hard. I hated learning how to apologize.
Me too. It's something I feel like people have to learn how to do. Do you think there's a difference between saying I apologize and I'm sorry?
Nah, I just be switching them bitches out like it ain't nobody business. Whatever sound better at the time.
Because I used to get like kind of not offended, but like if somebody told me I apologize, I took it as not disrespect, but I took it as like you don't care. I didn't take it like I don't equate it to being I'm sorry.
I feel like it sounds more sincere than just I'm sorry.
Why do you think it's easy for people to forgive other people so easily? Like you, why do you think it's easy? How do you think it's? You get what I'm saying?
So you said, why do I think it's easy for other people to forgive so easily?
Yes.
So can I use myself? Like, why do I forgive so easily? Or
yes, you can.
For me, to be honest, it's just like I don't know. Like I told you in the beginning, it's kind of selfish for me. Forgiveness it's more for me. Like, so I don't have to walk around and just be feeling like just have any ill will towards anybody. Like, I try to just like not hold on to anything negative for too long, and I kind of don't like when other people around me do either. But it's just like I look at life as something that's already difficult enough. Like on a day to day, we already face so many other things. So if I can do something like I ain't gonna say as simple as forgiving somebody, but just not holding grudges or not holding on to anything negative, like making my life harder than it is, because essentially a grudge is just making your life harder, not the other person. So I just try to simplify things as much as I can, to be honest, and just try to move past things. Like it's too many other things I could be giving that energy to, especially with me trying to be a creative. Like certain times, a lot of people doing me wrong or situations going bad, it kind of helps me in a sense. Like it'll put me in a different energy or something that I need to be in to look at everything else different. And I kind of try to learn from everything too. I never just look at it like oh my God, why would this happen? Or, oh my God, why would they leave me? Like, I try to look at what I could have learned from them before they left or what to look out for next time. Like, what I allow in the future.
So when it comes to you of forgiveness, you don't necessarily have to talk to that person again. But for other people, they look at forgiveness as like, oh, we got to be friends. Like, what makes you think people still want a relationship with people who've done them wrong? Like, why is that easy?
Sometimes because it's easier to continue being somebody's friend than letting them go and have to go through that separation period. Especially if it's somebody that you used to talking to. It's I don't like using the word toxic, but it's just easier. It's easier to let things keep flowing how they were flowing and try to act like nothing happened than being on your own and going without something and learning how to be without somebody, because depending on the significance that person had in your life, like it can be scary letting somebody go. Even if they do you wrong, it's like, yeah, they did me wrong, but it's better than being alone. I can keep things going with them and we can just kind of try to figure it out. Like I know a lot of people that suffer with that. thank God I know how to go through the storm by myself. I don't feel like I have to hold on to nobody just because it feels good. Like it's probably painful to let them go, but in the long run, it's better because the more you cling on to somebody, the more it's gonna hurt. Because of course, if somebody do you wrong and they try to come back in the picture, they're accepting of it. But what happens one day if you make them mad and they just like, nah, it's a wrap. You still gonna have to figure out how to be by yourself. So
that's true. That's true. This is definitely, I think it's kind of off topic, but when you said that, it kind of made me think of like, I know we keep talking about cheating, but like if a guy cheats or whatever, and the girl chooses forgive and stay, and then she turn around and cheat, he find out, and now he gone. What was the point?
Yeah, he go. Of course, if he doing wrong and you let him back, of course. Me personally, I always feel like I'm not a cheater, but I always feel like if I cheat on somebody, I don't want to continue the relationship. If I cheat on you and you catch me, I really try. I really preach to people like just leave, don't cheat. But if I cheat on you and you catch me cheating on you, and you decide you want to get back with me after I cheated on you, I'm gonna look at you like you weak. Not even say I'm gonna keep cheating, but I'm gonna probably look at you sideways like, why the fuck would you take me back? Like,
but like, okay, are you the type to beg to get somebody back?
I'm more of a realist. Why do I live with my mistakes? If I cheated on you, why the fuck am I begging to get you back? Clearly, I don't value it enough to not cheat. So it's like at this point, I'm just playing with somebody else's time. Like, and if you take me back, like I know some people see that like as something they can like build off of. Like you cheat on somebody, they take you back. You like, oh, she go for anything. I'm gonna cheat again. Like what happened when the next temptation come around? They like, oh, my girl gonna forgive me. Let me just, nah, I ain't with that. I don't want nobody. I really don't want nobody. Like I said, I don't cheat. I don't get into all that. That's weird. But I don't want nobody that's gonna forgive me if I cheat. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of don't. I mean, if you're gonna forgive me, like, I don't want it to be like, well, I mean, I know you cheated, but I feel like we can get past. Hell no, you better make me feel like, oh, nigga, you done, and then you decide like, okay, maybe like weeks later after I might be in the doghouse, or I might feel like, oh, it's over. You like, okay, we can work it out. Like, make me feel like, oh, you ain't coming back. Don't just, you know.
That's crazy, but that's true. That's true. Because I don't like when girls be like, "Oh, I got my get back," but he don't know it. Do it in silence. For fucking what? If he don't know it, then I just don't understand the point of you getting your get back. If he don't know that you're cheating, what did you do it for?
It's just pointless. Like, bro, just end it. Like, people be so caught up on trying to get back for things, bro. You just earn yourself. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it feel good to be like, okay, I got my lick back on somebody, and I ain't gonna lie like I don't. Like, even me, like, I'm talking to myself too when I say this. Like, sometimes the get back ain't even worth it, bro. Like, I've been really practicing on not matching people's energy. Like, I don't. A lot of times now these days, I don't want no get back. Like, just leave me the hell alone. I don't even want no get back. If me waiting to get back on you, the longer I gotta keep you around, I don't even want you around. Just get the hell on. I ain't gonna lie.
That's true. My thing is, if I get my get back on somebody, like, I'm gonna make it obvious that I'm cheating. I had a nigga come ring the doorbell.
But see, it's just like, and see, these days you can't do that because people killing about that. Like, I know it's true. I know it's true, but I'm just saying. Or I went and lock my phone. You can go through my phone, no passcode on my phone. I'll make it obvious that I got my get back. I'm not hiding shit. Like, I don't even want to. And see, that's another reason why if I cheat, I'm gonna just leave because I don't even want it to become like a cheat off.
Right.
Like, we're gonna see who can cheat better. Because if you get your get back on me, what if I'm like, oh, you think that's it? And I don't want. We're not gonna play that game, bro. Like, I have so many better things to do.
Yeah, no. Like you said, we just not gonna everybody stop cheating.
Yeah, everybody just don't cheat. We ain't gotta worry about it. Everybody just stop cheating. We good.
I am screaming. Oh my gosh. Have you ever been able to forgive someone and it went back to normal? Like, it worked out in both of y'all favors and like everything was cool?
Friendship wise, yeah.
Did you have to set some boundaries?
Not even boundaries. Some friendships you could just bounce back from stuff like that. Like, I feel like I don't know. Like, depending on your friendship and the level of y'all friendship, like sometimes people just do stuff, and sometimes people do stuff and they might not think it'll hurt you. And then they do it, and you like, damn, that shit kind of fucked me up. Y'all talk about it. That's it. If they continue to move weird, then we just not gonna be friends no more. But sometimes the situation can like. Sometimes I understand people just don't be knowing. They be truly oblivious to what they doing, and that's cool. But a lot of the stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you already know what you're doing, and I'm gonna cut you off. But I give people the benefit of the doubt too.
I don't know. I just, for the most part, depending on the situation, I'm a talker through it. Like, let's talk about it. And then if it don't work out, if you don't want to talk to me about what I did, then okay, that's your prerogative. And if I don't want to talk to you about what you did, then that's my prerogative. Like,
the situation,
it is what it is.
Yeah, like the situation I was talking about earlier about like the friendship that I had lost. I actually was trying because like if it's something I care about, like I'm not the type of person. A lot of stuff I really don't give a fuck about, but I'm not the type to give a fuck about something and act like I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I care about something, you gonna know. I'm not gonna act like I don't. So I feel like when that friendship was on the verge of ending, I was trying to like talk through things because it was just a misunderstanding, to be honest. But the lack of reciprocation of wanting to talk about it until it was too late, I don't want to talk about it no more. Like, if I'm trying to talk through something and you don't want to, I'm already like fuck it after that. And then you try to come back around and be like, hey, like you want to talk about it? It's over with. It's over. I try not to do no doubling back. I ain't gonna lie. Friendship, relationship, nothing. Like,
See, like the situation I had with the family member, like whenever I wanted to talk about it and he didn't want to talk about it, that's when I was just like, okay, fuck it. But then like today, let's just say tomorrow, he hit me up and saying he want to talk about it. Let me think about that.
Hopefully you wake up on the right side of the bed, you'll be more willing.
Maybe I will. I'll hear about it first. But yeah. I feel like, I had a dream about it, honestly, like that I was on the right side and I forgave all except for one. But I don't know. I think it just depends. It just depends. It depends. But there was a time where boundaries were set within like this dynamic. Not that one, different situation. And it kind of got weird because it was not really something. Yes, I did have to forgive it. It wasn't nothing that was really. Did she apologize? I don't remember if she apologized or not, but our friendship was different after a situation happened. And I was like, it was kind of hard for me to balance something. But we were still friends, and then we weren't friends. But that's neither here nor there. Let me see. Is there something that someone has to forgive you for? I know the answer is yes, right?
Is there something that somebody has to forgive me for?
Yeah.
At this moment in time, I'm not perfect, but I don't really do stuff to people like that. Like, I feel like it might just have to be like lack of communication. I'm bad at texting and stuff like that. So people probably got to forgive me every day because I probably don't respond to their text messages in a timely fashion. But as far as on a serious note, I don't think so. I'm good at holding myself accountable. So I'm so self-aware. I probably noticed I did something before you even noticed. Like, I probably caught myself in the act of doing it, and I'll apologize and address it. But some people just probably hate me already, so they probably never forgive me for some stuff. But I'm not looking for it. It don't really move me. Like, I'm not just sitting around like, now I hope they forgive me one day. Actually, you know what?
What?
I take that back. That back. I lied. It's somebody where it's just like a thing where I don't know. Like, it ain't really no communication, and it hasn't been any. I don't think there's any like bad blood, but if it is, I wouldn't know. I hope it's not, but I also don't want to reach back and see if it is. So,
but you wouldn't be surprised if it is.
I kind of would. I kind of would because I wouldn't expect it to be like go under the radar, I guess to say. I wouldn't expect it to be like a thing that wasn't spoken on. If it was really a problem like that to where I needed to say more or apologize, I don't think it's that. I think it's just like feelings kind of hurt on both sides, maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's kind of complicated. I don't be out here moving crazy though, and I'm very accountable. Like I apologize when need be. I'm very aware. I try not to do wrong by people. Like I said earlier when I was saying, like sometimes you hurt people and you don't mean to. Like sometimes you somebody's lesson, and I feel like people don't really understand that. Like a lot of people think when they get hurt by somebody, it was just intentional. Like I ain't saying you got to go out and cheat on somebody to be their lesson. Because at that point, you just. But if you genuinely just drift apart from somebody and it just you got to hurt them to let them go, then that's just what it is. But everybody gonna look at stuff how I look at it. So I gotta understand that too.
I don't know if I asked this question or in a similar manner, but what is something someone that had to forgive you for?
Somebody would have to forgive me for?
No, something in the past that somebody did forgive you for.
Leaving them. I kind of can. I'm very calm until I'm not. So sometimes I might snap at somebody, and say some stuff. They probably got to forgive me for that, but I'll go ahead and apologize. Like if something ain't that deep. So maybe talking to people crazy. It doesn't happen often. I hold myself together very well, but just stuff like that. But I would say the main thing probably would be just like leaving people behind. I don't really hesitate no more. Like if I feel like you holding me back and you ain't serving no more purpose, I'm kind of getting quicker to just be like, okay, you gotta go. And to some people, I probably just leave them high and dry, which I don't really like doing. But at the same time, I can't address everything. Like, and sometimes it ain't no bad blood there. So maybe on their end, they like, damn, this nigga really just sitting over there like, fuck me. I'm really not. I'm just trying to make progress, man. That's all.
That's good.
Everybody can't make the team.
No, everybody can. They shouldn't make the team. Because then you're going to be sorry.
Exactly.
Like but, did you hear what I said?
You said you're going to be sorry?
You said everybody can't make the team. I said you're right, or unless you're going to be sorry like the Falcons. But, let me see. Let me think, because it's football season, so I just thought about that. What is something someone had to forgive me for?
Man, all right. Now, you're not finna sit on here and just act like you just.
I'm not, though.
You acting like you don't do nothing to nobody. You ain't never did nothing to nobody. You just, I ain't going for that, bro. Because even
I was just finna say, I don't like. Okay, my friend is on here, so I'm trying to think of something that somebody had to forgive me for that I know about. Okay, there was a situation where I was planning for like this road trip, and I said I couldn't go last minute. I couldn't go last minute because it was just very, very, very unsettling on my soul. And I was like, I can't take this trip. And I have to back out last minute, like the same day.
I don't like doing stuff like that neither.
And I was just like, I'm sorry, but like, I was very unsettling to me. I was like, I feel like we shouldn't go. And I was like, I can't. This was years and years ago. And I still think about this. Like, and it was like to my best friend, I feel really bad. But I was like, I can't go. I don't think it was ever, I don't know. But let me see. Something.
You really is sitting on here acting like okay, now I'm just saying that from a person that literally, if I could be perfect, I damn near would be. Like, I can't be. Like, sometimes I have to make decisions, like, and it fucks people up. I really try not to do no wrong by people, but I still have. So you sitting here acting like you ain't did no wrong by nobody ever, even on accident, is blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind.
I'm saying this because I just don't feel like, okay, I guess there was this friendship I cut off. Like, this was years and years ago. I cut her off because I feel like she did me wrong with no warning or nothing. It just went cold turkey, and I was like, do I feel bad about how?
So to her, she probably just, you probably think that you think she has to forgive you for that? Like, it kind of hurt her for you leaving like that, or what?
Maybe it's an internal thing, but like, because I know I wouldn't like if somebody did that to me, but I feel like at that moment it was justifiable because I didn't like how she was moving. Now, whether she feel like that or not, I don't know.
You did what you had to do. It sounded like you gonna be the villain in somebody's story.
That's what I'm I'm saying? Like, let me think of something else since I'm
just saying, you on here trying to act like Little Miss Perfect.
I'm not.
I don't know.
Because that's not me. I'm here to tell my tale, but I'm just trying to think of the situations in my head.
Yeah,
those people deserve what they got. I'm being like so real.
You talking about as far as like you ain't. I can kind of understand that because I don't really just like move like crazy and like you saying they deserve what they got. We talking about as far as somebody that might not have deserved it and you kind of hurt them. I don't really got no stories like that either. Not really. So I kind of understand that.
I apologize if my sister said I hurt her feelings. I'll tell her I'm sorry. I have apologized to my siblings before. Like
I'm gonna have to do some research on this. I'm gonna have to check your Carfax, see if you capping. Cause
listen, check them. You can ask Michaela. You can check them.
She probably gonna. I need to ask somebody that ain't that close. I mean. Don't worry about it.
Let me think.
Don't worry about it.
No, because I'm really trying to think. I'm really trying to be accountable. I'm trying to be a big girl and think of a situation to where, what is something someone had to forgive me for? Okay, my cousin said he forgave me for something. I don't give a fuck if he gave me or not. I don't care. I don't care if he forgave me. Like he said he did, but I don't care if he did or didn't.
I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense.
It'll be a different story if I cared, then I would share. Like, okay, you know what?
That's like what we talked about earlier. Like somebody looking for forgiveness and you just like don't care anyway, or somebody saying I forgive you and I never cared in the first place. Yeah.
And then with a nigga, be fucking for real. What the fuck? Please.
All right. Yeah. Let's move on because I don't know.
No. If you got a question, you can ask.
I don't got no question. I don't got no question.
I feel like you do though, because you told them let's move on. I'm being for real.
You just gonna brush off and trying about a nigga plea, like man.
No, because ain't a nigga ever had to like.
You ain't never did no like did a nigga dirty.
No. Leaving does not count. So fuck no.
That's true.
No, no.
They said you be out here cheating. That's what I heard.
Oh please. Cheating is crazy. Please. What Bible say? I gotta be with you to cheat. But no, in all honesty, like I really cannot, and I am very big on accountability when I feel it's necessary. Because like we can't grow without accountability. Like
at all, honestly.
I feel like I've done my due diligence, and like I said, if I haven't, and you're watching this, please let me know. Look,
I'm not gonna say the same because if I'm not thinking about it right now, it's not that important to me. I don't want to know.
Because no, I'm really thinking like, you know, but there are situations where I wish things could have ended better.
Same, yeah. Sometimes people just don't be on the same page, so that's impossible. It'll take forever. So
exactly. You just gotta move on. You gotta move on. This was a good topic. I like this topic. Forgiveness.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
It can go a lot of different ways, I feel like. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of different perspectives and opinions on it. Like, I know some people that ain't forgiving nothing. Like,
yeah. I had a friend and she was like, I'm not the forgiving type. And that's her prerogative.
You gotta live with those people, but I mean, I feel like people that don't forgive anybody, man, like, they can't expect anybody to forgive.
You said they gotta what?
Some people be like they don't forgive people, but then look for forgiveness from other people when they do wrong, and you can't be like that. So
that's true. That is true. Well, that is all of my questions for tonight. Thank you for coming on here and standing with me through this technology, you know, the mishaps.
Appreciate you for having me. Next time we do this, assuming it'll be the next time, I'll come in the studio with you.
Okay, period. It's definitely gonna be next time. You're definitely a talker. I feel the vibes. Yeah. All right, thank you. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.